This is Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review with your college basketball play of the day for Wednesday, March the 8th. Yes, conference tournament action really ramps up in a big way on this Wednesday. The major conferences get most of their tournaments going on this Wednesday. We're going to look at the Big Ten first round action for our play of the day. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. We have Ohio State an 8-point favorite in this game, total of 134.5. And look, Ohio State did not have a vintage Ohio State team this year. This was not a very good Buckeyes team, at least in my opinion. Not one of Thad Matta's better teams. 17-14 overall this season, 7-11 in Big Ten conference play. I mean, they have a couple of decent players, in Jayshawn Tate, Mark Loving, Trevor Thompson, but depth is not great on this team. Consistency, not great on this team. They're very erratic offensively. They go in and out of scoring droughts. Their defensive play has not exactly been great. I mean, especially of late, we've seen Ohio State give up 46.1% shooting, 42% from the perimeter in their last 5 games. That's not exactly something to be proud of if you're Ohio State. And you look at Ohio State's results, particularly away from Columbus, not been very good. I mean, Ohio State just a very poor 4-8 against the spread on the road this season in line road games. They did win at Penn State on the road, but you throw that out, they lose and don't cover at Michigan State, lose and don't cover at Maryland. At Iowa, they get blown out. Michigan on the road was really their only major road success of quality in Big Ten play. And when they played Rutgers, they only played them once during the regular season. Ohio State was, life or death to win that basketball game. Rutgers was an 11-point underdog in Columbus, and they end up losing that game 70-64. But right in that game, competitive for most of it, and they gave Ohio State some real trouble. So it's definitely a situation here where, Rutgers obviously not a great basketball team. We understand that. But 3-15 in the conference, but they did play well in non-conference play, and they did play well and showed capabilities of playing well in neutral court environments. In fact, they were 2-0 against the spread, this Rutgers team, in neutral court games this year, and they ended their season with a win against Illinois at home, 62-59, ended the regular season. That snapped a 6-game losing streak for Rutgers, but I think that gives them a little pep in their step, a little momentum, a little positivity going into this Big Ten tournament. Corey Sanders leads this team in scoring. He's had a great season. They actually have a decent backcourt. Mike Williams is also a capable player for this team. Nigel Johnson as well, averaging double figures. It's a team that obviously talent-wise doesn't stack up with the upper echelon, but when you're talking about a Rutgers team against, these middling Big Ten teams like an Ohio State, they can be competitive. And you look at Rutgers' results down the stretch, they did get blown out at home against Maryland, but that was a circle the wagons kind of spot for Maryland. They were desperate for a win, and they got it. Other than that, though, Rutgers has been a lot more competitive lately. I mean, they beat Illinois at home in their season finale, and Illinois was playing better basketball going into that game, so that was a decent win for them. They only lose by 4 at home against Michigan. They lose by just 4 points, cover the number at Northwestern. Obviously in tough at Purdue, they lose that game, but almost covered as 17.5-point dogs there. It has been a more competitive team lately. They lose by 6, as mentioned, at Ohio State, only lose by 9 against Minnesota. They beat Penn State. This has been a competitive team at times, and we're talking about a neutral court environment here at the Verizon Center in Washington for this Big Ten tournament. I just get the feeling that Rutgers does have a competitive effort in them here in this game, and I'm not convinced Ohio State is a team that should be laying 8 points on a neutral court. With that in mind, let's go ahead and let's take what may look like an ugly dog to some, but it's a dog that I think's got a good chance to cash here tonight. Let's go ahead and make it official. Let's go with Rutgers, the Scarlet Knights, +8, rotation number 563. Rutgers +8 against Ohio State, your play of the day in college basketball for Wednesday, March the 8th. All right, that'll wrap it up. I'm Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review. Until next time, enjoy the games and good luck.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. Now not to mention a visit to our industry leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.